Hey guys, how's it going? It's Con from downtoearthguitars.com. Make sure you click the link below. And I thought I was just going to give you guys a quick little lesson today on acoustic blues. And I want to talk about in particular on the acoustic, because I don't actually even have an electric, so it'd be pretty hard for me to give you guys a lesson on it. But I think acoustic is a good place for everyone to start, and blues is definitely a great style of music to play. Just because, you know, anybody can recognize the blues, and it's got that rhythm, and people just really get into blues rhythm. Now, there are four things that I really want to talk about today, in particular about the blues. And the first thing is, you know, if you want to learn how to play the blues, you obviously have to start listening to it and get yourself into that kind of blues music. And I know that sounds kind of, you know, that sounds like, oh, okay, that's obvious enough. But a lot of people will try to play blues, you know, and they'll hear that like da 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 da, and they'll hear that. But they, you know, they never really listened to blues before, so they don't have a feel for how the changes go, for how the chords should sound, and just for the style of music in general. Now, when you're just starting out to play blues, I suggest you guys just use the A chord and the E chord. These are two very simple chords that all guitarists pretty much know, but will really benefit you in the blues. And if you guys want to check out, we have a lesson on Delta blues using the A and the E chords, which will teach you some really simple rhythms that you can play to get your blues started. Now, once you get comfortable with some of the basic beats, what you're going to want to do is you're going to want to start off with just downstrokes, you know, just like da 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 da, but then you want to go da 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 da, so you want to kind of put in the upstroke there. That wasn't the best example, but basically what I'm saying is start off with the downstrokes and then build it up to upstrokes. And when you're just starting out, you might find some rhythms hard, so slow them down a little, and you know, don't push yourself. You don't got to play it at full speed, guys. In fact, I find that I learn songs best when I don't play them at full speed, you know, when I play them maybe half speed, maybe a quarter of the speed, and then once you get it down, and once your hand gets that motion, because guys, remember, rhythm is all about your hand doing a motion, you know, it's all about getting your hand into the timing, into the feel. Once you get that down, it's really not going to be a problem for you to speed it up. Now, last but not least, you know, blues, acoustic blues in particular, why you might want to learn it, and why you should learn it, is because blues is one of those styles of music you can play anywhere, and people recognize it. It's just got that great rhythm that anybody can get into, and anybody can be like, oh yeah, I've heard that before. Oh wow, that's great. People just think you're a good guitarist too if you just play some blues, because they can relate. It's something they've heard before, right? Now, with that being said, guys, you guys might want to listen to some Albert King and Bo Diddley. Those are some two great, you know, blues musicians that have like this kind of style that a lot of people are really into. It's kind of this popular blues style. Whereas if you go, you know, like B.B. King, he's a little bit more, I mean, don't get me wrong, I love the guy and I love his music, but he's a lot more like intense, you know, and he kind of does things off time. Whereas in Bo Diddley and Albert King, they've got this more, you know, like lovable kind of blues style, which everybody gets into. I'm not really sure if that makes sense or not, but I hope it does. Anyways, guys, everybody should definitely get into, you know, playing some blues, even if it's not your thing, just to experiment and just to get the rhythms down, because there are some great blues rhythms out there, and you're really missing out if you don't know how to play them. Hey, go ahead and check out our lessons. I'm going to be putting up some more blues lessons. Tell me what you'd like to learn, and I'll make a lesson on it. Anyways, this is Con with downtoearthguitars.com signing out. Take care, guys.